invite the chairman of the ICMAB placement.
Right. Once again, Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening, and thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us this evening. Okay. Participated in our job fair held a few months back. This was about 50 companies. We had a turnout of 50. Do you need my mic? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, loud and clear. Right, and so that was quite an experience. So once again, thank you very much. And so we thought. So again, thanks. Now, I don't really think that we need to introduce ICMA. What we need to do, perhaps, is do a little bit of restatement of the statements. So if you give us a few minutes, we'll quickly go through that. All right, and then I go down here. And just try to make it as short and crispy as possible. So we are there in a few locations within Bangladesh, and so our headquarters are in Dhaka, of course, but then we have branches in, I think, a total of about 6 locations, branches and coaching centers. So there's a little bit of decentralization there insofar as students' studying facilities for students is concerned. Overseas chapters, of course, we have in different countries, as mentioned over there. And those are the office bearers. Just quickly go through that. And the council changes every 3 years on the basis of an election that we have. And the president hands over charge every year. We have certain global affiliations and strategic partnerships, of course, like all professional bodies, and those are the ones that we have. We have International Federation of Accountants, we have CAPA, we have strategic partnerships, we have Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, CIPFA, and of course SAPA, which is also one of the global affiliations. Now, there are 2 professional bodies, accountancy bodies, in the country. Broadly, sort of, if I was to put it, their descriptions. Now, ICMA's Institute's vision is to help Bangladesh become an industrialized nation by promoting and regulating cost and management accounting professions to enhance economic competitiveness and quality of life. The charters have to support enterprise, corporate governance, and sustainable growth in the business environment in Bangladesh through widely respected professional and globally renowned officials. But to cut it short, I think we are more into managing and cost managing and running the company as different from the compliance part of a company's operations, which are really guided or audited by the charters. So here we have cost and management accounting pillar, verticals of financial accounting and corporate reporting, information technology. It's all built into a syllabus, economics and finance, management, business strategy, audit and assurance, and governance, laws, and taxation, which nicely is covered in our syllabus. I'm not going to take the evening discussing our syllabus. All I just suffice it to say that we keep on updating our syllabus as the need arises, as we face new challenges, as we need to update the knowledge base of our students, and to a great extent, this syllabus change is market-driven demand as is required by the by corporate Bangladesh. In addition to that, of course, there are international standards which we try to comply with, and that kind of puts the syllabus in the way it is, right? The reason I'm quickly going through that is because all this is available, very conveniently available on our website, and I'm not going to sort of go through that. But I just thought I'd let you know that ours is an institute which has a very dynamic syllabus, which keeps on update, which is repeatedly updated or continuously updated, so as to give us that advantage. We have about 1,725 members as on 30th of June 2024, and Bangladesh and overseas, 89% Bangladesh, about 27% in different parts of the world. There you have a nationality-wise breakdown. Different sectors we are in, about 50% in manufacturing, actually 49% and 51% in non-manufacturing. So basically we are quite well spread. It's not that we are manufacturing accountants. Once upon a time, when I was a lot younger, we were taught that kind of I was studying in the UK, and they used to, I think in the beginning of last century, they used to have words like cost and works. Much water has flown under the bridge since then. Much has happened since then. And I think we are more into managing corporate houses, but not just manufacturing houses. As I mentioned, there are many who are also in banks and in non-bank financial institutions. I can see quite a few bankers who are cost management accountants and also in DFIs. We are present, or we are employed in about 1,000 corporate houses. Some of the places we are in. Different tiers, levels of management. Again, I'm not going to spend the evening discussing this, but I just want you to have a feeling over this. So financial reporting, financial management, financial expertise, management expertise, decision making. So basically all those topics which you need as an accountant to be a better performing professional. I'll end it here with the last three words, decide and deliver. And I think that's important, because as we inshallah go on in the future, we need to have that kind of academic background, training, as well as dedication and knowledge in order to take our country forward. Thank you very much for your patient listening. I don't want to prolong this, and I hope you have a nice evening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So we are just going to watch the video of ICMAB just for a couple of
In the
minutes.
heart of a nation, pulsating with a keen desire for a brilliant futuristic dawn, there exists a beacon of hope and transformation. The Institute of Cause and Management Accountants of Bangladesh, affectionately known as ICMAB. This remarkable institution stands not as a mere professional body, but as an alchemical vessel, where the very destiny of economics undergoes profound metamorphosis. Picture this: under the visionary leadership of the late Ruhul Qudus, FCMA, ICMAB emerged as a branch, a phoenix rising from the smoldering embers of Pakistan Institute of Industrial Accountants, the Institute of Cause and Management Accountants of Bangladesh, in 1977 through promulgation of CMA Ordinance 1977. This institution was poised to redefine the very essence of financial stewardship, turning itself into a pioneering force, etching history as it went. What's the grand mission, you ask? It's nothing short of a quest for smart citizens for the smart society of the future, Smart Bangladesh. With affiliations of over 1,800 members and a bargaining legion of nearly 27,000 registered students, ICMAB is a powerhouse of knowledge and progress. ICMAB, a statutory body, operates under the Cost and Management Accountants Act 2018 and the CMA Prabhutanmala 2019. This is one of the two professional accounting bodies recognized by the Financial Reporting Act 2015. Hold your breath, for there's more to come. ICMAB, crowned with exclusive authority, bestows upon its disciples the illustrious CMA qualification, a symbol of unparalleled financial mastery and distinction. But they're not stopping at just education. In a strategic alliance with esteemed organizations, ICMAB's members reign supreme, ascending from humble executives and trusted consultants to visionary CEOs, shaping the very destiny of entire industries. Now, on to their monumental contribution to the corporate landscape. In the grand tapestry of corporate prowess, ICMAB has crafted personage of skilled artisans, with 49% dedicated to the manufacturing sector and 51% to the non-manufacturing sector. They have fortified a staggering 899 corporate citadels with their expertise. They exercise the ultimate authority to regulate cost audit and license cost auditors across Bangladesh, promising a dramatic paradigm of excellence in cost management. Now, let's think beyond borders, for ICMAB is not just a national entity. It has transcended boundaries, and with branches and study centers scattered across the nation, as well as overseas chapters in Canada, the UK, Australia, the USA, and Gulf countries, the Institute is gearing up to face the challenges and seize the opportunities of the fourth industrial revolution. In the global arena, ICMAB stands in the Nobel Fellowship with the International Federation of Accountants, Confederation of Asian and Pacific Accountants, and South Asian Federation of Accountants, forming an alliance that echoes across the global financial landscape like a symphony of progress and innovation. But there's one more twist in this thrilling tale. In the midst of this epic journey, ICMAB has joined forces with GRI, embarking on a mission that goes beyond mere endorsement. And now, at the culmination of the captivating narrative, we find ICMAB today, a beacon of professionalism, a symbol of excellence, and a relentless driving force behind the economic prosperity of Bangladesh.
Dear guests, now it is my pleasure to invite a dynamic leader who has been instrumental in strengthening ICMAB's position in the corporate landscape. Mr. Mahatabuddin Ahmed FCMA, President of ICMAB, has been leading from the front, ensuring that CMS are recognized for their strategic contributions across the industries. Sir, we eagerly look forward to your insights. Please welcome Mr. Mahatabuddin Ahmed FCMA.
Assalamu alaikum, good evening, and Shubho Shankar. I hope all of you are doing well, right? Yes. Everyone looks to be bored and all. Look, you are the team members who are supposed to motivate and excite the team, right? And if you yourself, give you a look like that, then it's a problem, right? Look, I think I'm quite excited to see this, exciting HR resources in this room. And you are the HR leaders. I think resources is an understatement. And you need to do a lot of things. One thing I personally feel with my experience, I don't think we have ever utilized the potentials of our HR colleagues as much as we should do. This is the most unfortunate part. And I think the need of HR support is far more important than ever before. And the reason I said that I have written it many times, that
the Gen Z culture. How many of you don't know? I'm saying many of you probably have son and daughter who are Gen Z, right? And I'm sure you're already experiencing that how difficult it is to deal with them. And it is not only here. Globally, there was a research done. None of the employers are comfortable working with them. They don't want to recruit them. It is as bad as that. And in this kind of transition, where there is no minimum level of HR practices, how could you expect we can deal with them who are 25% of the total force? So I don't think this, our top level entrepreneur or the owners or the big bosses really understand the change that is happening and how to cope up with that changes. And this is a transition period where we have to trust our HR resources. Because you know the culture better, how to build up the culture. The problem with our entrepreneur is they look for return on investment on everything. Culture you can't change overnight. Culture takes at least a couple of years to develop a culture. Like I know, I can see Naushad Bhai here and some of my former HR colleagues in Ruby. I can tell you, we did also change culture in that organization, but it was not overnight. It took at least 3, 4, 5 years to change and sustain. But I can tell you what we did 5, 6, 7 years back, that speed is not good enough. I think the requirement is far more different. So I think that's what I truly believe in, and if anyone believes in this difficult transformational age, without cultural change we can sustain, they are wrong. And I would humbly request our HR colleagues, you have to make your top bosses understand this need. Don't look for, there is a far more ROI than, ROI in driving a cultural change than only looking at the ROI from CapEx or productivity improvement. I think it's a huge responsibility for you. At times I say, they're asking you to drive a car without really giving you the steering wheel. And that's the unfortunate situation of our HR department in most of the cases. Please don't take me otherwise. I'm not trying to underestimate. I'm just trying to make you understand how important it is. But unfortunately, people at the top level, we often give due importance to this function. Now, coming back to ICMAB. Look, ICMAB, if the first thing I said, out of our 1,800 members, 100 CEOs belong to this institute. 100 CEO, and there are 300 CFOs. So many of you probably don't know how professional cost management accountants are contributing to this corporate world. So I don't think no other institute of the country can represent corporate world as much as ICMAB members does. So I think this message was never ever communicated to this our corporate colleagues. I think it's a great opportunity for us to share some of the great things we have done, and I thank our Ruby Bhai to organize that. And now take it to the next level. I think we need to do far more, and that is only possible if you collaborate with anyone working the ecosystem. It's not only the employers, headhunters, the consultants. We need to work with all of them to take it to the next level. And if we talk about cost accountants or financial accountants, have you, any of you read one of my articles, Know Your Boss? KYB? None of you. Okay, so let me elaborate on that. Know Your Boss. There are 4 blocks in a matrix. One box is if you are good in terms of competency and good in terms of, extremely good in terms of likability, you fall under lovable star. Right? How many of you lovable star you think? Anyone? Unfortunately, no one likes boss, and another thing is likes HR. That's the universal truth. So, even if you like to believe that, probably people will not put you into that box. The other box, where most of the accountants you will find, is called incompetent or competent judge. The boss, the people who are very good in terms of competency, but very low on likability. Usually the accountants and engineers will find into that category. They have little soft skills, but they love to They know their work very well. So they are called competent judge. There is another group. They are high on likability but low on competency. They are called lovable fool. You understand lovable fool? You will find in your organizations, there are some people, if that person goes for a cup of tea in the tea area, you will find 4 or 5 people surrounding him and wants to gossip with him. The presence of that person actually changes the environment. He brings a lot of positivity in the environment. Can you connect with that? The problem is, unfortunately, we fall into competent judge. So how can we improve move from competent judge to lovable staff? There are 2 things we need to do. I'm actually sharing the secrets of our weaknesses so that you can help our members improving in that area. One is cost is our competency, right? And another area is soft skill, that is communications. You know, the problem with our cost accountants, in terms of cost, I'm sure many of you in this room knows about Nasiruddin Hujja. So Nasiruddin Hujja Gorpa I have shared in many places. The Nasiruddin Hujja's the story is, you remember that he has a donkey, like favorite donkey. Wherever he goes, he uses that. So when he was going through a serious crisis, financial crisis, he decided, okay, I ration my donkey's food. So he reduced the food by 25%. After a month, he says, oh, still donkey is doing its job, wonderful. So he can sustain. So I was overfeeding him. So let's reduce another 25% the second month. He says that donkey is a bit tired at times, but still he is doing his job. Third month he got inspired and he reduced another 25%. Then he continued in the 4th month and eventually the donkey dies. Right? Our cost accountants are often like that. They keep on so much pressure on the cost, they keep it bringing down without really knowing at times the reality of the business need. Can you connect it? Yeah. So I think what this ICMAB is trying to teach our members, this is not the way to do it. You have to know the business, you have to understand the business, and according to that, you rather optimize rather than keep on cutting the cost. Cutting the cost is not the way to do it. I think this is what ICMAB tries to teach. The other areas where we are not usually good at, but we are trying to work on that is communications. And there is another story like Sardarji's story. I'm sure many of you have read that. In one of the wonderful candlelight dinner, the wife, the wife tells his husband, the Sardarji, please pass on that drink, my divine. She just said that. I don't know whether the Sardarji understood what she tried to say. He thought that it's a poetic, expression of his wife, so he has to counter that. And he asked his wife, please pass on that roti, my moti. And the next scene was, he was on the hospital. And he was surrounded by all the journalists. So journalists were asking, what happened, sir? So why you were in the hospital after you got a beating from your wife? Then he was trying to say, I was trying to say, moti meaning it's not that moti, it was actually moti, the pearl. So the cost of communication also could be deadly. So I think these are the 2 things ICMAB, while they are very competent, they are doing their job very well. They are being well recognized all across the corporate world. But we have some areas to work on. Those who manage to work on, they have been very, very successful. As I said, that 100 CEOs are represented in the corporate world. We take a lot of pride for that. So with these few words, our request all of you, keep on giving us feedback so that our members can improve. Another thing I'd say, every week, 3 days of soft skill training, we do it for our members. It's only not only soft skill plus, the digital transformation happening all over the world, like AI, blockchain, all this we are training we're giving to our members. And it is 3+ days per week. So that level of importance and focus we're giving to our members. So we understand our weaknesses and we are really working towards resolving those weaknesses. So, but I personally believe, and this institute believes, a big dream cannot be achieved alone. It has to be collaborative. And in this today's world, so many changes happening, so many things happening, no way you can do it alone, nor we can do it alone. The only way to move forward is working together, collaborate together, and win together. I think with that few words, thank you very much for joining this event. We want to make it a regular event, and we intend and keep to work together for better future of Bangladesh. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mahathir CMA, for your inspiring words and leadership. Your dedication to advancing the CMA profession is truly commendable. Thank you again, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the key highlights of tonight's event is discussion on employers' expectations from CMA professionals. To deliver these valuable insights, we are honored to have with us Dr. M. Mashroof Hossain, a renowned HR expert, Head of HR of ICMAB, President of Federation of Bangladesh Human Resource Organization. Let's welcome Dr. M. Mashroof Hossain to the stage, please.
Assalamualaikum. Good evening to everyone. Thank you ICMAB, led by its president, for inviting me and other HR colleagues from different industries. This is not my first attendance. Fortunately, I get invitation in every year. In all past events, I got the invitation, so I become one of you. And I also frequently get invitation to ICMAB to speak for some of their programs. And this is, last year was a very pleasant surprise given by ICMAB. I was invited for a talk, but I had no idea that they have organized to celebrate my birthday. So thank you, Madhav Bhai and your team, for giving me such a wonderful present. Finance accounts is a very old profession compared to HR. I think my HR colleagues will never mind that we are apparently young compared to finance and accounting profession. So we learn a lot of things from them. And now, in organization, we have to work together. We have to do the partnership. In many cases, we have to work together. Otherwise, organization cannot be successful. Example is payroll. Finance cannot payroll. We cannot payroll. There are many aspects why we have to work together. As I teach in the university, and not all the students they pursue HR. Many of the students they pursue also finance, but there is a core course called HR, and I'm fortunate to meet some of my students who pursued the finance profession, but they did study my course in different universities. So I often say that HR and finance should be the strategic business partner. And we should know the business acumen and we should align our strategy, HR strategy and finance strategy, by aligning the organizational strategy and the business strategy. The existence of finance and existence of HR to support business. And if we cannot support, business will not flourish. Madhav has rightly mentioned that we have some common lacking of communications, presentations, and interpersonal skills. Those days I never forget. The finance people were very close people. But with the CMA and your lot of work, now they are in the forefront. They are in the strategic management team. So what, since we represent our organization during hiring, so we are very sure that what we are looking for. We have a very large finance team. I think I was giving a count. We have about 11 professionals, and out of them, 8 are from your institute, and they are doing excellent work. And this is not to please you, you know them, and they are holding very good positions. At least 2, 3 they are in the department heads, and they are performing extremely well. And what we need nowadays is the financial leadership. Financial leadership does not mean cost minimization. I call it cost optimization. Reducing cost may not be the right strategy. Optimizing the cost is the good strategy. Some of the traditional views of the HR professionals of hiring people with the less salary, but I take the opposite seat. I try to give as much as possible. Because if the person is unhappy right from the first day, then your organization will be used as a springboard for getting another good job. So that's why cost minimization is not always the good strategy, but what strategy should be the cost optimization. Another area is very emerging of using the artificial intelligence, robotic management, and AI in the finance process. What I learned, because we are just taking a very renowned HR ERP, from comprehensive ERP from Microsoft Edition 365. It's about costing $10 million. But what the guarantee that if you can properly use it, you can reduce 6% of your employees. You see the benefit of this, but often we are not welcoming this kind of high-tech technology in the organization. And when I'm saying ERP is not belongs to finance only. It's a comprehensive, every department including HR and finance will be using it. So a leadership from finance is necessary here because the major area of the ERP is the finance. Of course, HR is the next one. And the other areas is Bangladesh is emerging economy. Our GDP probably $460 billion, and so the success of the country through the organization is lies mostly on the finance professional, CMA professional. So your relationship with the colleagues is important. Often what I see, I hope you don't take it other way, because I have 45 years of work experience in the organization. Still I'm working. The interpersonal relationship of the finance professional, this is the area where you need to give more attention. Because if you can make relationship with the business people and HR and other people, your job will become very easy. But this is the area traditionally you inherited of keeping yourself confined in your own office instead of walking to the other's office and be people guy. So these are the area where we need to actually work. And the last thing, because I know that I'm constant, the presentation skills. I see that what you do, you have to present it before the management. You have to sell it. A lot of finance professionals, they do a lot of good things for the organization, but because of the willingness for the presentations, sometimes the management did not get the proper insight into what was the value. Because I'm not a finance professional. I learned that earning 1 taka and saving 1 taka is a big difference. Saving 1 taka is a net profit. Earning 1 taka is not a net profit. And you are the position who can save money and add value. And that is thereby recognizing. So your own publicity, you have to make your profession more popular, And for that, I think this kind of initiatives will greatly value, because if we work together, we can definitely add more values to the organization, and particularly in the profit of the organization. Before I add, there are a good number of organizations who are working in the not-for-profit, like ICDJ, the PKS, BRAC, and many other organizations. But there also you have scope to contribute significantly, because all the microcredit organizations, these are finance-based organizations, and there is also you have a lead role. But the bottom line is you have to sell what you do. That I see a lacking, but if you want, you can do this. I don't want to prolong my talk, but thank you very much for inviting me. We will definitely work together to make the organization successful, and I promise from my federation, we will try to recruit as much as possible CMA professionals, because you have proved your capacity in the organization, particularly in ICT. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable insights. Your perspective on aligning employer expectations with CMA capabilities is truly enlightening. Dear guests, tonight we have the privilege of formalizing partnership through the signing of Memorandums of Understanding (MOUs) with Grow and Excel and Renault Executive Search Limited. These MOUs are aimed at strengthening collaboration and enhancing the career opportunities for CMA professionals. May I now request the honorable signatories to kindly come to the stage for the signing. First of all, to extend our warmest welcome and appreciation, may I now cordially request Mr. Sanahullah Fahim, ACMA, to hand over a flower bouquet to Reza Ali Mahmood, Executive Director, Renault Executive Search Limited.
I think last 25 minutes.
Actually, if I can mention both Sujita Bhai here and Ramnath Bhai over there, and the others of Sunok and myself, we have considerable years, long time. The first time I met him was yesterday. The first time I met Ramnath Bhai, he was in Robi.
Okay, we are cordially requesting our guests to share his views, please.
Thank you so much. I think it's a great honor for us to be here this evening, and especially ICMAB plays a big role in producing, preparing finance leadership for our country. And if we look back, the journey of Bangladesh, as Mr. Mahata mentioned very clearly, the Institute produced more than 100 CEO and 300 CFO. That is the level of contribution they have made. And looking forward, the way Bangladesh is moving forward, the ambitious growth objective, goal objective, all together, I believe that ICME, we must play much bigger role, which has been instrumental for all other institutes. And under this leadership, I think it has come to a different level. This group, all HR professionals and different HR firms are all together to support your great noble cause. And if you look also, the HR and finance are both working very proactively. And finance profession is also changing. And one of the biggest stuff I would say, HR will play strategic partner role. Finance, the key aspect is also playing the partnership role and also transformational role. And all these together, we need to enhance our capabilities and championing each other. So towards that direction, this is the just beginning, and we will continue our collaboration for many more years. And we must believe one thing, because it's not possible for any profession succeed alone. So if ICMAB succeeds, we will also succeed. Okay? So we see a bigger success together and collaborate each other for the next level of growth and excellence. Thank you so much.
This is indeed a proud privilege for me to represent Renault. It's a very new company. We have started our operation in the field of HR, specializing in talent acquisition and placement from 1st January 2025. But we are blessed to have our board of directors, all of them perhaps, all of you know our board members. They are stalwart in the field of HR. They have their exposure, contribution for giving HR a structural shape in the cultural, in the corporate world. So by shaking hands with a professional body like ICMAB, I look forward to have more contribution and joining together our hands to professional side. I'm sure we'll move forward. Thank you.
At this level, may I now request Sanullah Fahim to hand over flower to Reza Ali Ahmed sir, Mahmood sir, please.
You know, all new partnerships, relationships must be blessed with flowers. So here we have bouquets for our new partners.
May I now request Mr. Faisal Kovish Shohar to hand over the flower, please.
Thank you to our valued partners for their commitment to professional excellence and talent development. Dear guests, without further delay, let me hand over the stage to Mr. Mahbubur Rahman, System Analyst, ICT Department, ICMAB. He will introduce the job portal in detail and demonstrate how it can benefit you in the professional journey. Mr. Rahman, over to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mahbub from ICMAB IT Department. I'm going to demonstrate our job portal, which is a niche platform only for CMA members and students. So I will show you how to post a job, and before post job, you have to go through a registration process. So firstly, I'm going to show you a registration process as an employer. So to start registration, you have to visit our website first. Our website is icmab.gov.pd. So your first step is to visit our website. This is our website. From the home page or landing page, at the right side, you will find a menu. It is called Employment Gateway. It's a round shaped menu at the right side. So, to start registration, you must click on this button. After click this button, it will redirect to the job portal of ICMAB. At the right side top corner, you will find a register button. To register as an employer, you must click on register. It is a very simple process. You just need to fill a form. There are some mandatory fields. So as it is a live demonstration, so I'm going to register as an employer. You have to provide your username. Suppose your username is Mon. You have to provide a password, and it is you have to remember your password. There are a few mandatory fields. So here you need to provide the name of your company. I think it is ICMAB, maybe. You just need to give some basic information of your company. And as the industry, just need to select one category from here. And these options. Then at the last, you need to agree the terms and conditions. Your registration is done. So before submit, you have to recheck your username and password, because this username and password will be used for login. So here is my username is Rahman and the password. So I just click register, and immediately we will get a pop-up which shows that congratulations, your employer ID has already been created. So now registration process is already done. So at this stage we will log in as an employer. To log in as an employer, you just need to stay on same website, and just beside the register button at the right side top corner, you will find a login panel. And in login panel menu, you will find the option for employer. So you just need to click on employer. This is your second step. That means you just need to provide your credentials. So my username was Rahman and my password was this. So just there is no verification process for this. To make it simplified, we didn't create any verification process for employers for the time being. So now you can post job. To post a job, you just need to click post new job from your dashboard left side. After click on post new job, you will find two options from here. Firstly, full job post, and second option is quick job post. To create a full job post, you have to fill up 5 level of information. It is a detailed job post. So you just need to fill up one by one. Firstly, I want to demonstrate the quick job post, which is a very simple job. Suppose if you have a flyer for your job, you don't need to write anything. Just you need to upload your flyer, and it will automatically post in our website. For a demonstration, I am going to show you. Let's say this is our flyer for a job. We are used to this type of flyer for job. So what I need to do, I just need to upload this flyer. So choose file. I keep that file on my desktop. So final job post. I'm done. This is the only one thing we need to do. So we just choose our flyer for the job and just click on update jobs wall data. It will take few seconds, already done. So by click twice, we have already posted our jobs. So it will display in our jobs wall. When I click on jobs wall from the menu, I'll find this is already posted. So this is how we can post a job. It's a very simple process by quick job post. And the full job post is also a very simple process. You just need to follow one by one from the pie menu. Besides this, I just want to give you a small view of our overall job site. This is I already mentioned that this is a niche platform only for CMA members and students. So we have a CB bank here, and in our CB bank, you can find that some of our members already upload their CVs. So I hope this will grow day by day. And there is lots of job categories, and so this is actually our job portal. If you have any types of question, we already provide a job manual in every desk. I hope you already received this. So there is a number on this manual. So if need any support, you can call anytime. And I think this is for all. And thank you for your time. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor to have among us the distinguished guest, Ms. Saida Jacqueline Narsing. We would like to hear a few words from her, please. The CEO and Chief Consultant, Trade and Consultant, please.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and very good evening, and thank you everyone for inviting the entire HR group to meet and know the new generation of cost accountants. And I really appreciate the initiative you took, and I hope that going forward, we will meet more frequently. Either in this type of formal thing, and not every time the cost accountant should invite us. Once in a while we should invite them also. Only then we will make instead of doing this type of networking, I prefer to have meaningful connection with all of you. And all the best, and very good evening to everyone again. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, to conclude this remarkable event, may I now invite Vice Chairman of ICMAB Placement Committee, Mr. Jilal Rahman FCMA, to deliver the vote of thanks. Please, sir. Okay, this will be followed by dinner, please.
Assalamu alaikum and very good evening to respected dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I feel incredibly honored and privileged to have been allowed to extend vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion. This is a momentous day in our ICMAB history for professionals' engagement timeline. As we have hosted this grand HR professional meet with ICMAB. On behalf of our institute, I would like to extend my warm regards and heartiest congratulations to all HR and other professionals as well as business leaders. I also offer my thanks to all the respected dignitaries for taking their valuable time and ensuring their presence in this great meet. We enlighten and believe that The knowledge that we have gathered from this will show us path to serve the nation and the country as well as business community for a greater extent. Least but not the least, we will also offer our heartiest regards to all the participants as well as the admin staff or the persons who have organized this program. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining with ICMAB for this great event. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dear guests, we would like to hear a few words from you as well. If any of you would like to give any sort of feedback, you are welcome, please. Our volunteer will go to you with the microphone. Fine.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunities. This is Atik from NGI. I'd like to thank you, everyone, and also the ICMA. ছোট একটা কথা বলি, সেটা হচ্ছে যে আমি দেখলাম 5% only FMCG-তে আপনাদের প্রফেশনালসরা ইনভলভ হচ্ছে। So I would like to see more participation in FMCG, especially in the manufacturing business, because there is scope. In জায়গাটায় main opportunity to look at the margin, cost margin issue রয়েছে, and my request, যারা young বের হচ্ছে তাদেরকে আপনারা একটু ইন্সপায়ার করবেন to go to the factory, to stay for at least 3 to 4 years over there, so that আমরা significant changes দেখতে পাবো in aspect of cost and optimization also. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamualaikum people, this is Ahmed Mohammad Tosif, CMA. I'm working as a Deputy Manager from Hassan Moin Chartered Accountants. It's our absolute pleasure to represent my company. Being a conventional audit firm, we have been doing phenomenally well as far as headhunting is concerned. We have been recruiting top management finance professionals. As far as both our partners here are ICAEW members, both of them are veteran chartered accountants, and still at this age, both of them are participating in ICMAB exams also. This is a route to getting connected with all of our ICMAB members. And we do recruit a good number of ICMAB members as far as headhunting for top officials or for our clients is concerned. So we are absolutely aligned with both the objectives of ICMAB and HR professionals. Hopefully we will have a very good time in the years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Is there anyone else who would like to share a few words with us, please?
Thank you. I'll be partner Nisha. I'm working as a people and culture head in ICMAB. It's a wonderful opportunity to meet the HR fraternity here and connecting with ICMA because nowadays, as we all know, that we are partnering with business, with finance, and it's very difficult to get alone in the path of this business and transformations era if we don't do these partnerships along with HR and finances, because end of the day it's all about people management, and if you take care of the people, they will take care of your business and numbers. So as this collaborations happens, I think we have a long way to go and take much more initiatives than fathers so that we can develop our people and they will look after the business further. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, ma'am.